The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers recap for Wednesday, November 15, reveals that Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, will be unconscious in a bed upstairs when Claire Grace, Haley Aaron, raises Nikki's eyelid to unlock her phone. Claire will send a group text to Nikki's loved ones and claim that she's staying at the lake house for dinner before leaving to join Casey Reed, Roberta Eaton, in the morning. Later, Nikki will wake up alone before she starts calling for help and demanding to know why Claire did this to her. Although Nikki will contemplate breaking the window and escaping, she'll see that the drop would be too far. Nikki won't be able to find her phone anywhere, but she'll manage to locate a pencil to help pick the lock. Unfortunately, the pencil will break and leave Nikki no closer to making her getaway. Down in the living room on Wednesday's I&R episode, Claire will casually listen to Nikki's racket before she heads back up. Over the intercom, Claire will ask if Nikki's awake. Nikki will push for answers, but Claire will just tell her that there's water, canned food, and a can opener in her room. After Claire mentions heading back to Genoa City to make other arrangements, she'll ominously hint that there's no need to panic, since Nikki will be with the rest of her family soon. Nikki will angrily warn Claire to stay away from her family, but Claire will take off and leave her alone. At Newman Enterprises, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, will arrive for a meeting with Victor Newman, Eric Braden, before Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, shows up as well. Adam will assume he's getting the boot, so he'll be surprised over the news that Victor gave Victoria and Nick an ultimatum. Since Victor intends to give Adam a position of power, his siblings will have to accept that or they'll be out of Newman themselves. Adam will suspect Victor is working another angle, but Victor will be done with all the games. It'll be time for the family to put all the animosity aside and come together in Victor's eyes. Nick will keep taking jabs at Adam, but Victor will push him to stop since he'll be sick of all the infighting. If Victoria doesn't return, Adam will assume Nick will take her place while he slides into Nate Hastings' Scene Dominic CQO role. Victor will ask if Adam would be all right with that, so Adam will confirm that he would be. Nevertheless, Victor will eventually decide that Adam and Nick should team up to get Victoria to come back to Newman Enterprises. Assuming they pull that off, it'll be determined that Nick will get Nate's old position and that Adam will be given a job that suits his proclivities, so Adam will take whatever he can get. At the GCAC, Nate will continue to give Victoria the cold shoulder when she approaches him. Victoria will push Nate to just go ahead and tell her that it's over, but he won't go that far. After Victoria talks Nate into having a friendly drink, she'll vent about the latest drama at Newman and share that she walked away over Adam's power role. Nate will push Victoria to return to Newman since she's handing Adam a win. Since Victor will probably retire again in a year or two, Nate will suggest Victoria should be there to stop her father from giving the CEO job to Adam. Although Nate will still be upset with Victoria for not having his back, she'll express regret and leave him grateful for the acknowledgement. When Victoria quizzes Nate about his next career move, he won't want to share too much and jinx it. Nate will simply hint that he's going home, and he'll urge Victoria to do the same by returning to Newman Enterprises. Once Nick and Adam arrive, they'll push Nate's buttons. Nate will remind Victoria to think about his advice before he takes off. Adam will wonder what the advice was, but Victoria will point out that it was a private conversation. Back in Victor's office, he'll check out the text that Claire sent while posing as Nikki. Victor will leave Nikki a voicemail about how lonely he is and how he misses her already, but he'll urge her to relax on her well-deserved trip. Kyle will decide he doesn't want to betray his family, so Audra will eventually call him a fraud and unleash a tirade about him being afraid of Daddy's disapproval. Since Audra won't have time for cowards, she'll open the door for Kyle to leave. Kyle will act like he's seen the real Audra and will be sorry for wasting both of their time as he goes. Afterward, Kyle will get a text from Audra, who'll be sorry for handling things so poorly. Audra won't want this to come between them and will push Kyle to contact her, but he'll pour himself a drink and ignore her message. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Audra will have to do damage control soon, so stay tuned. CDL's where you want to be for the hottest Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news, so make us your one-stop lie and our source.